This is Pat Walker, Mission Winners, going through the ETFs. Biotechnology lifted up to the 200-day. This is a daily chart. Lifted up to 200 and backed off. Needs to get over the 200-day. That's the purple line, all right? That was good volume there, by the way, okay? Genomic, right there. ARK Genomics. Lifted up on Thursday, pulled back a bit on Friday. ARKK started to lift off, backed off a little bit on more volume. That's a slight negative. We don't have any problems there. It's good above this spot. Starts to lift up, doesn't do it, you got to wait. That's simple. ARKW, Generation Internet, ran up on decent volume Thursday, but fell on heavier volume Friday. Biotechnology lifted off and it fell on a slight volume pickup, but the trend is still up. So that one doesn't look too bad. No spot to buy it. Cloud computing starting to pick up, but it needs to show some strength with volume and price. But note this, it doesn't look too bad. Remember that, cloud computing. That's why we do this. Energy. In 1 second, this tells you stay away from energy. That's simple. IBD 50 was, FDN, Dow Jones Internet. Hanging in there, just no real power here. Okay, another technology. IBD 50 tops right here. It would be really nice to see it take out. See that line right there? Be good to take that out with volume. That would be nice. All right. Is it going to? I don't know. But the IBD 50 is a good proxy of leading stocks. Needs to show some power. Right here. This is why we do this. In 1 second, what's it tell you? Stay away from gold miners. Done. Don't overthink it. Well, maybe it's going to bounce. Why play the maybe game? I'd rather play the odds and look for strength. There's nothing here. Move on. Junior gold miners, nothing here. Move on. Gold, nothing here. Move on. By the way, those last 3 ETFs are worth their weight in gold. It's a bad pun as far as what to avoid. Isn't that great? I love that. Cybersecurity had been strong. It's still strong. Needs to find support on the 50-day. Technology related. Biotechnology's hanging in there. That's related to COVID. Online retail. What does this tell you? Literally in 1 second, 2 seconds, stay away from online retail. And if you click IBUY, you can find out what are the top 10 holdings. That'll help you. North American technology. Look at that now. This is good. It tells us not to give up a technology, and we haven't. Medical, hanging in there. Nice trend. Good to see. Mid-cap. It's moving up, but man, it's loose. I mean, look at these swings. There's not a lot of rhythm there, folks. Be careful with that. That can chew you up. Home builders, forming a base right here. Maybe it'll take it out, and I'll draw the line for you. Clean and simple. Nothing fancy. It's what we used on AMD. It's what we used on Pfizer. Just clean and simple, but it needs to live through that line on volume. This one owns a lot of the maxlist stocks, too. Hanging in there. Have we been involved with maxlist? I love the maxlist. Okay. Big tech stocks. Owns a lot of the big tech names. What does that tell you? Literally in 2 seconds said, that's an area I need to look at and see if there's any opportunity in technology. Boom, done. Love that. IWM needs to get back above the 50-day. It's lagging. Airline stocks. This is the 200-day. They ain't flying. Regional banks starting to pick back up again. Steep downward slope on the 50-day. Maybe it'll lift off of it. We'll have to see. Mid-cap. Needs to give above that white line. Big reversal bar here. Wasn't heavy volume, but it's loose. Needs to start showing some life. Moving above the line. That's simple. Oil services. 1 second. What's it say? Leave me alone. By the way, I'm not doing that. I don't do that to be cute or funny. It's just emphasizing the point. It's not there. Dynamic software had been really strong, and now it's kind of lagging. It's above the 200-day and below the 50-day. Needs to start showing some life. NASDAQ 100. Do you think we've been involved with some NASDAQ 100 stocks? Yeah. Like which ones? Man, we rode Amazon for all it's worth. NVIDIA. You'll see that in another video. QQQ. Hanging in there, just like QLD. Cloud computing. Now this one's hanging in. I like to see that. Cloud computing. You can go on, find out what their top 10 holdings are. Something to maybe look at. Cloud computing. Silver. Stay away. Is that beautiful? What do we know? Silver and gold. Okay, sorry. Both of them bad. Leave them alone. Steel. Maybe it starts to lift off again. Took off and then gave it right back. Just not a lot of power. Semiconductors hanging in there. We're involved with semiconductors. right in here. Why? Because it was breaking out on pretty good volume. There you go. So we'll see what happens. Lock some profits in. Now we'll see what it does. Same things with the leveraged one, SOXL. Spider's still hanging in there. The S&P 500 hitting highs, hitting all-time highs. That's good. So then what's our job? Look for the strength in the markets. And that's what we do. SSO, the leveraged one, the same thing. Solar, just chopping around, nothing special there. Small cap, lagging, nothing to do with it. Oil, U.S. oil, needs to get back above the 50. There ain't nothing to do with it right now. Aerospace and defense, leave it alone. Biotechnology, leave it alone. Home builders, starting to pick back up again. That's good to see. Materials, how do you build homes with materials? Starting to pick back up again. Good to see. Communications is hanging in there. XLC. Look at the top 10 holdings and see if there's something good in it. That's why we do this. Energy, what's it tell you? Leave it alone. Financials, gapped up. What does this tell us? Look at the financials. By the way, were there any financials that made pretty good moves on Friday? Think hard. I know one for sure. Goldman Sachs. We'll look at it in a minute. Industrials hanging in there. That's good to see. Technology. Look at this. Near all-time highs, folks. What does that tell us? Stick with technology. That's great to see. What group really lifted? What ETF? There you go. There you go. And it's some VIPs bought it. The point is this. Connect the dots. We connect the dots as far as strength or weakness in the ETFs, and that guides us to industry sectors that we can look at for potential buys to make money.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.